and welcome to Paizo Live. This is our monthly fireside chat style show where we bring our wonderful creatives, the masterminds behind all of our games and all of your fun, to tell you about what they've been working on. I'm Maya, Paizo's social media and community specialist.
And I'm Alex Feidel. I am Paizo's convention and organized play manager, and we have a monster-packed show
We
for
do.
you today. Tis the season of the monsters,
Tis
truly.
the season of spookiness and scariness and monsters and everything bad and terrible.
But also good and wonderful and
Yes!
perhaps friendly. We
It's been
are
a
the
while
monster.
since we've had you on the show, Alex. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you for having me, Maya. I know it's a very special show for you, so
It
I'm
is.
delighted to be here with you.
It is. Yes, thank you. So we're going to start off, of course, by talking about how great Alex is, and also
Perfect. Check that off the list.
it's a segment.
Wonderful.
It's a real segment from the outline. And we're also going to talk about what games we've been playing today. So, Alex, tell us, what games have you been playing lately?
Well, I actually can't talk about the most recent game that I've played because it's under
Oh,
NDA. And so I'm just
ooh,
gonna make meaningful looks at the camera about that.
okay,
And so I won't talk about that.
okay,
And instead I will just say that there is a new Lorcana set releasing this weekend, and I'm very
nice,
excited for that. I
very cool.
am going to pre-release events at my local stores this weekend, and I'm very excited. It's gonna be a fun set, and I have spooky fun ideas. So I haven't played that yet,
Ooh,
but I will be playing it soon. And
planning. Okay,
I've been jonesing for it for the past week. Honestly, I'm like,
okay,
I would like the new cards, please. I would like them in my home and in my hands, please.
yes.
Yes, I am always smiling. Thank you so much. Maya, what games have you been playing lately?
So yeah, I actually similarly, I also the game that I have not been playing because I've been neglecting it because I purchased it a week ago and it's been sitting on my shelf, is the new Pokemon game. I have yet to actually touch it though. And no, I did not finish Pokemon Violet because I know the last time we talked about this, we talked about how I purchased every Pokemon game and never finished them. I'm I'm continuing my tradition of
It'd be
not
like that.
doing that. Yeah, it'd be like that. I had a lovely time playing Violet. I caught like way too many Ralphs and converted them into way too many Gardevoirs. But now I'm ready to do it all again and probably die since the fights are in real time this time.
Yeah, it's a whole different battle system. I'm scared of it,
I'm
to be
gonna
honest.
die.
Yeah, I'm.
And that's okay. It's okay.
You know, that's fine. As long as
Yeah,
we go in with that expectation, we can't possibly
I'll
be
just start
disappointed.
it again and
There you
then
go.
never touch it until the next
Pokemon
Pokemon
roguelike.
game
Why
comes
don't we
out.
have a Pokemon roguelike?
That is a really good question.
We
Actually.
should have one of those.
I don't know.
I,
Someone go to, I don't know, like Pokemon Incorporated,
let
wherever
me
the
just
building is.
let me just call up my uncle. He works at Nintendo. He told me
Okay.
that there's a cool new Pokemon
Okay. Yes.
coming, and say Pokemon roguelike next year, please.
So me and Alex have both been excited about games, but also not playing them. Alex for valid reasons, and me for, I don't know, like Pokemon masochist reasons. I have no
Your
idea.
reasons are also valid, Rue.
Yeah,
or Maya. Just
thank
like you know
you.
his name when I said that. I know who I'm with.
It's okay. Thank you, Alex, for
Anyway,
validating my weird Pokemon scheme.
I validate you always. Instead of talking about games that we're not playing,
Yes.
let's talk about monsters instead, shall we? What
Yes.
are we talking about today,
We're
Maya?
talking about everything's coming up monster in Paizo Live today. We're gonna be talking to Luis Loza about Monster Core 2, which I know lots of you are very excited about.
Yes.
I'm gonna also be talking to Mike Kimmel about Alien Core because the only thing better than monsters is monsters in space.
That's true.
And then we're gonna be bringing Luis back with Eleanor to talk about Lost Omens Draconic Codex. Ooh,
It's just monsters. It's just monsters all day today. And if you're not
all
into
day.
monsters, then I'm so sorry, but
I'm
that's what we're
so
talking
sorry,
about today.
but we
Yeah,
will
it's
convert you. By the end of Paizo Live, you will be so into monsters, it'll be out of
and
this world.
then you'll be ready to play Pathfinder Monster Match, which I'll talk about at the end
Hey,
with packs
hey,
unplugged and stuff. But before we
yes.
talk about monsters, we do want to highlight a couple of our partner crowdfunding campaigns that are currently going on. I know a couple have just finished, both with Pathfinder Quest and also Starfinder
Hmm.
Afterlight is what I.
Yes,
Okay, great.
Afterlight.
I was about to say Everlight, and I was like, that's
No,
not it.
yeah, no,
But
you're
we've got a
right.
couple currently ongoing that we want to highlight for folks. Maya, do you want to talk about
Yeah.
skittering?
Yes, so this one's great. This is called Skittering Through the Stars, and it's currently live on Kickstarter from our friends at Savage Sparrow Studios. The collection is all kinds of cool Starfinder clothes, like Starfinder streetwear. There's a skater dress that you can see there
Yes.
that our wonderful Jenny from our team's also wearing, and it has pockets,
Yes.
which for all of the dress wearers, huge, huge
Yes.
pockets. I haven't worn a dress in like a decade, but if I did, I would wear one with pockets.
Yep.
Gotta get those pockets. There's also
It's important.
snapback t-shirt pins. Like there's all kinds of stuff, honestly,
Yes.
going on. everything Starfinder. And this one's actually almost 50% funded. Like they're almost half the way. So go ahead
Yes.
and support them so they can get funded. We can bring all these Starfinder close to life.
Yes, I'm actually wearing. I'm wearing one
Are you
of
wearing?
Jen Savage Sparrow's shirts from the last campaign.
Oh,
Yes, there it is.
nice.
It's not from this campaign. I'm not lucky enough to get an early access, but
But it's
yes,
still cute. Look
the
at
shirts are
it.
delightful. I love the jacket from the last campaign as well. It's so
Oh,
warm. I take it with me to PAX Unplugged every year because it's like suitable for winter weather. It's great. So her stuff is great. Go check it out.
much
Uh,
support. Direct from Alex. Alex, who has the clothes, says that the clothes are great.
and
So
I bought these with my own money. So
human people money.
the real human people money. And here's a preview of the Prisma pin, which is
Yeah.
going to be awesome.
Really, really awesome. I want 10 of those for
Yes, true.
all of my 10, I don't know, pin locations, like
Your 10
bags.
skitter arms.
Yeah, my 10 skitter arms. I'm just growing even more. It's ridiculous. And then also, if you do back the campaign, 10% of the sales of the cosmic creature dress post campaign benefits go to the Trevor Project. So
Yay.
yeah,
Yes.
helping
Super
people out.
exciting.
All right. What else do we have going on, Alex?
Yes, we've also got a crowdfunder from our partners at Pinnacle. They are crowdfunding the Carrion Crown Adventure Path for Pathfinder Savage Worlds right now on BackerKit.
Nice.
This was described to me recently by a friend of mine as the best horror AP ever. And so, therefore, perfect for the season, but also if you're into horror adventures, this is for you. It is our classic horror adventure, but is now in the Savage Worlds system.
Yep.
So it's converted to that system by Pinnacle, and they're super excited about it. This one is super funded. They had a goal of 4K and they smashed it. They're at like 60K. There's no stretch goals for it, but there's a bunch of different pledge levels with different items.
Nice.
And there's like a huge box set that's got all kinds of stuff, a bunch of different adventures, the 6, of course, volumes of the AP in adventure form, a player's guide, there's a bestiary, there's a campaign map, there's adversary cards, there's player's handout. If you're interested in horror adventures, if you're interested in the Pathfinder for Savage World system, go and grab this while it's crowdfunding now, and you'll be the first to have it in your hot little hands, and
Do
you'll
it.
have all sorts of spooky monsters for Savage World. See,
I know. Look at that
connected
blood.
it.
Gotta love blood, right? It's blood season.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm renaming spooky season to blood season.
You know what?
You're all
Sure,
welcome.
fine.
That's
We can
just what
extend
we're
it for
doing
another week
here.
or so.
Exactly. All right. Well, yes, those are our partner campaigns. So please go ahead and support them. By supporting them, you're also supporting us, and of course, you're supporting them. You're supporting
Yes.
Paizo and Paizo friends. So go ahead and do that.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. So first, we are going to talk to the lovely Mike Kimmel about Alien Core. So why don't we'll scoot Alex away, and
Goodbye.
we'll miss you very dearly for the 20 minutes that you're gone, and we will bring on Mike to talk about all those rad aliens from the depths of space.
I want to talk about aliens too, so I'm just going to be in the hole thinking about aliens. Okay.
Bye. And we'll see you soon. It's me. Oh, and it's Mike. It's me in a book. Oh, there's Mike.
Hello.
Mike.
Just studying up
Oh,
in my Alien Core book.
very nice. The cover is so rad. We will
I
show
know.
more of the
Look at
cover
that.
later as
There,
well.
yeah.
So welcome, Mike. Please
Thank you.
introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Mike Kimmel, senior developer. My pronouns are he, him. I'm on the Starfinder team, and I was the development lead for Starfinder Alien Core.
Nice. So you're truly the big brain, the big
All aliens all the
wiggly
time. I
brain
mean,
of Alien
we
Core.
all worked on this together. It was a
course.
huge team effort. Many authors, many developers. So
Thank you all for putting all
yes.
these aliens in one book.
Yes.
And so this book has a whole lot of aliens in it. And to get us started on and introducing the book to everyone, we're going to play a super fun game.
Yes, please.
Totally not inspired by me not finishing any of my Pokemon games, called Guess That Alien.
All right.
All right, so
Is
got
it
some
like the
aliens
chat
here.
is guessing? Because I
Yeah, the
know...
chat is guessing.
Okay,
yes,
good.
so we are going to put some silhouettes of various aliens on the screen. Some of them you have seen before, and some of them you haven't. And we are aware that even if you haven't seen it before, you will probably not be able to exactly get the name of these like totally right, unless you can read our minds or have hacked somewhere into the system. But what we want to hear is your ideas about what they could be. We want to hear your fun names for what they could be. So just go ahead and toss. We got some dino looking things here.
And see, for these, I tried to pick some creatures that are actually classics, right?
Mhm,
So Starfinder is not brand new, right? We had a first edition. This is second edition, and so
Mhm.
these are some classics from first edition. So we might have some people who recognize them. Let's
Yep.
see.
I mean, Paizo
I
organized
see.
Paizo
It's a
org play, who's
Clefairy.
totally not Alex, said it's a Clefairy, and it
Nice.
is.
Chick seen from above.
Yeah.
Shunisaurus Rex Space Dino.
Oh,
One person
Shunisaurus
here
Rex.
has the correct answer, which is Nisha Laura. Yeah,
Nice.
these are dinosaur-like creatures.
Good job, Grace the Witch. You got
With
it.
do you want me to talk about them, or are we just guessing?
Oh no, I think we should talk about him. Yeah, let's
Okay.
talk about him a little bit. Tell
Well,
everybody
if
about the Nisha Laura.
big bitey jaws weren't enough to scare you off from these predators, they also can roar so loud that they do a whole bunch of sonic damage with their discordant bellow. They have a crunch attack. That seems
Nice.
pretty obvious just looking at them. They also have like sonic phase strike blades on their arms, and they can also detect telepathic speech. So like on their home world of Castroval, the Formians and Lashuntas, who are all trying to like sneak around the jungle and stay away from them with their telepathy, well, they can hear you talking.
Oof.
And they can also absorb electricity from the atmosphere, and it gets stored in their tails, so
Gosh,
they can use that to attack you as well. So
they keep getting scarier in the best way
yeah,
possible.
it's like, the bite is scary enough, right? Just the crunch ability
But now they're
is already
telepathic
like
and
nothing,
also
and
store
now it's like, oh
electricity.
geez, yeah. So anyway, that's Nisha Laura's. They're cool.
Fantastic.
Oh,
All
this
right, the
one's
next one.
cool too.
Who's this guy? Let's give the chat a couple of minutes. Oh, actually, someone asked about the Nisha Laura. The second succubus wants to know: can we have them as mounts?
I mean, ask your GM, I guess.
Oh, ooh, that means it's on the table.
Sounds cool.
Pun intended. All right, so let's guess this one. Let's say, chat. What do you say, Alex? Are you gonna say it's a Clefairy for all of them? Please do. I hope I see that every time. Okay, we got Francois. Ooh, that's a very good guess, actually, because
Francois.
I want to now name it Francois, regardless of what it actually is. Fat Snake Dog Walker. This is so fun. I'm so glad. This is one of the funnest segments we've ever done.
These are fun guesses. Yeah.
Oh, this is so good. Actually incredible. Okay, let's put them out of their misery, Mike.
All right,
Unless
this is
named Fat Snake
another classic creature called a capon. So this is like a predator with the agility of a wolf and the scaly body of a crocodile. It has no eyes or mouths except for the ones on its little tentacle appendages. It has one eye and a little gaping toothy maw on each of those tentacles, which it can detach from its face to chase you down. So
is it still friend-shaped, Shanwolf 01?
And this can there are actually elite teams of like Veskarium military that have these as mounts. So I'll preempt that question already.
Definitely can mount this one. We already know the question.
Oh, and they're amphibious, so
okay,
that's cool too.
Sketching 101 says mega evolutions are getting out of hand. Correct. Alrighty. All right, on to the next one. All right, what's this guy?
Next, what do we got? Another classic, honestly, a terrifying classic.
Terrifying classic.
Yep. The bane of many players.
Alex, if you say Clefairy after you say you know this one for real, I am going to go insane.
Gargle. Close. It starts with a G.
Okay.
Garacol, Gakargle, those are also close.
Okay. Gary the Clefairy.
Gary the Clefairy. It's a Garagakol.
Nice.
Okay. And these are from the Drift. So the Drift is our like space travel plane, right? Yes. Where you go into the Drift to travel great distances in space. And these creatures hang out there, and they don't like when other people hang out there. So they can see through walls, and if that wasn't scary enough, they can also, they have an ability called phase through, and you can guess what that does. Yep. And they like to drain your life force and make sure that you have a bad time in
That's
the
an
drift.
interesting choice of words. So it's
Yeah.
not just that they do it, but it's also that they enjoy it. They like to drain your life.
I mean, I like that they do it.
Okay.
I enjoy it.
Like they're doing it and they're like, whoa, this is like a Friday to remember. I'm draining this entire party's life force and making them have a bad time. Wonderful. Also, Moth Mariner, yes, it is giving Owl Beast from the Owl House. You are correct. I see it. I'm with you. I miss the Owl House dearly, and like truly. All right, so let's talk about the next. We have more of these, right? We have more.
Two
Yes.
more.
Okay.
All right,
What's
here's
this
another
one?
classic.
Ooh.
Swaying
Beautiful.
side to side. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I can
Oh, let's
feel
take
the
a
breeze.
closer look. We're just some cool adventurers checking out the local flora.
You know what? Yep. Space Peacock. Yep. Tree. Correct.
Tree.
I love you guys. This segment is reminding me, as so often am, how much I love our community.
Yeah, I see someone guessed moonflower. Moonflowers are in the book, but this is not a moonflower. Psyduck. Oh gosh, go away. I just added a Psyduck to the Pokemon deck that I'm playing, by the way.
Did you really?
Oh yeah, there's a new one that's all special. It has an ability called Damp.
Let's tell them. What is it?
This is a Void Palm. So Starfinder, right, has gravity rules, and Void Palms have anti-gravity rules.
Of course.
Actually, they have anti-gravity. So your anti-grav tech that you're using to like fly around and stuff, they're like, nope, can't do that. They have an anti-grav interference aura, and they can conjure like a void of gravitational space that is like, I don't want you to be obeying your gravity rules or your anti-gravity, doing your gravity stuff. I want my gravity effect to be the one that is absolutely dominating this encounter.
So controlling.
And the cool thing about these is like a lot of aliens are like, oh, they're from such and such planet, and you would only ever encounter them there. Well, Void Palms like shoot all of their seeds into space, and they're found all over the place.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
That's okay. It's terrifying in its own way.
Yeah. These are level 7 creatures, so it's like
influentially terrifying.
You're in trouble, yeah.
Okay, now who's this guy?
Oh, this is a new one, but you can take guesses.
We apologize in advance for the silhouetted grippers.
The grippers.
But please name this. Oh, Zenyatta is a great. Yep. I see it. I see it. I'm not even gonna say I don't see it.
Alakazam.
Skinny Skittermander is fun to say as well. Army, 6 arms and an hourglass. You're not wrong.
Yes.
You're not wrong. Do we have any close in here?
Handshaker, Puppeteer, Chrono. Okay, so Chronos is close in a sense.
Okay.
In that these are so let's take a look here. These are temporized. So these are a type of psychopomp. Psychopomps being, classic creatures from Pathfinder as well, who are kind of the guardians of the cycle of life and death. Well, temporize go after people who are using time magic or paradoxes to like cheat death. So witch warpers or something, if they're trying to extend their life with timey-wimey paradoxes, these temporize, which are level 14 creatures, are going to come after you. And
watch out where you mess with time.
They've got a whole bunch of divine magic, and they're also not the only psychopomp in the book. We've got a lower level one as well. So we're all over the place here with these. I use these in my one shot.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Good.
So these are cool.
Use them more. They're terrifying.
Is that the last silhouette we have? Yeah.
I do believe it is. Yeah. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about Alien Core, and why don't you also tell us what are some of your favorite OG Starfinder creatures coming into 2nd edition?
Oh gosh, there's so many.
Talk more about monsters.
Yeah, so Starfinder Alien Core is our 3rd core book for Starfinder 2nd edition, which came out in August. So we've got Player Core, GM Core. We also have the Galaxy Guide that came out earlier, and this is Alien Core. So Player Core has your player rules, GM Core has your GM rules, Alien Core has all of your enemy creatures or allies, right? But it's got all your monsters. It's like your monster core book.
Yes.
So it's got over 200 new creatures. The cool thing, again, about Starfinder Second Edition is that it is mechanically compatible with Pathfinder Second Edition. So, in addition to using these aliens in your Starfinder games, a Pathfinder GM could pick them up and say, like, "Oh, I'm running a game where I want to use robots, or the new alien dragons, or the Tempori Psychopomp because we're doing time travel stuff or whatever." They can just drop them in their Pathfinder game. And a Starfinder GM, in addition to having Alien Core as a resource, could use Monster Core or Monster Core 2 or Draconic Codex in their Starfinder games if they wanted to, right? You don't have to. All the rules are right here for creatures and how they work, but you could mix and match if you chose. So that's Alien Core. And on the cover here, we have a Rampage Demon.
Oh, yeah.
With its intestines are feeding into the gun arm as
which of course they
ammunition, which of course they are.
Of course.
And it's currently squeezing an Akata, which is a type of classic alien that is returning. Akatas make void zombies out of you, so they're cool. And there's some Spectra in the background as well, who are kind of also drift native creatures who are go around and advance technologies and safeguard technologies, and they're real cool. They have tons of deep lore, much of which we have updated and included here in Alien Core. So that's what's on the cover by Kent Hamilton, which is
beautiful.
Amazing.
And so what are some of those other you mentioned a couple on the cover? There's a couple OG Starfinder characters that are coming back into second edition. What's your favorite though? OG Starfinder characters coming into second edition.
It's so hard to pinpoint favorites, but honestly, one of them is Space Whales.
Yeah. Love Space Whales.
So this is an Oma. I love these. These are like so big that in first edition, they had like literal starship stats as well. They could be used as starships. People can ride inside them. Our tactical starship combat system is coming later, so we don't have starship stats for them here in Alien Core, but Omas are space whales, right? And I love just the lore behind these and the cool things we're doing with them. Oma's one of the new things that they're doing, a new behavior they're starting to exhibit, is that they're starting to attack drift beacons. So drift beacons are things out in space that are set up to allow for drift travel, and like herds of these space whales are starting to show up in places and attack them. They sing this telepathic song as well, like a whale song, right? That can be heard for like tens of thousands of miles across space by other creatures with telepathic abilities. It's this like haunting melody. So space whales are cool. I love them. I love this art. And I love a creature that like inspires, like there's like a mystery to them. And you could run all kinds of encounters involving like a space whale, either as like something you need to protect, or something that's attacking you, or
all kinds of options. Yeah. And then
we also
go ahead. Say, what's something new you're excited about? So we're bringing back space whales.
Jump into new stuff.
Yeah, but tell us what's new. I mean, this is a new book, so what's new about it?
Do you mind what order I go in?
No, not at all. No.
Okay. Let's see. Well, people asked for robots, and so we have a lot of new robots as well as old robots. We have pages and pages and pages of robots and other kind of robot-like creatures. So this is I think this is a classic that we've kind of updated here. The assassin robot is the one on the right, not the clunky one on the left.
It could assassinate.
The one on the left
it could assassinate someone very slow.
It could. So this one on the left is a tax collector robot. So we have
more accurate.
We have our robots kind of divided by like their general role. So we've got like assassin robots, soldier robots, security robots. This is like a civil robot, so it's just like hanging around the city. It's your tax collector bot. So we have both old and new robots that we're very excited about. People love their robots, and we heard them loud and clear, and included lots of robots, as well as ways to adjust other creatures, whether from Starfinder or Pathfinder, and make them into a robotic version of that creature. So, I see more pictures you're showing. This is
I would like to talk about these. Yes.
Yeah. So
I would like to hear about these because they're my favorite.
Awesome. New thing that we've added in this book is creature adjustments of many types. So here we see pictured a sapient ferrofluid ooze.
Yeah.
So a ferrofluid ooze is this creature, and this is a one that has had these sapient creature adjustments added. So you can turn anything with an intelligence score of -5, right? So it's a robot or a construct or ooze or something like that. You can decide, you know what, I'm going to make these adjustments to make it a creature that can like move around and talk and stuff like that.
I need to poke it because I have several
Yeah.
questions. I want to know, like, I want to know if it's soft. I want to know if it's squishy. I
Right.
want to
You
know
could
if
ask it,
would my
right?
finger get stuck. Like, I have so
Right.
many questions, and I will be asking all of them because I will be telling my GM to put this in the campaign.
And then on the right, we have a creature made of hard light, right? So it's like
Yeah.
a physical hologram projection. It's made of hard light. These creatures are attached to a projector.
Oh,
This is
cool.
a glass serpent that is a hard light glass serpent. And so you can make any sort of projected hard light version of any creature that you want. If it's like, oh, I want them to be fighting this certain type of alien, but it wouldn't make sense for it to actually be here on the space station. Oh, but I could use the hard light version of it that's like being projected here or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, that's just 2 of the many types of creature adjustments that we
Only
have
2.
to customize your creatures.
What are some other cool things that you're excited about, and some cool creatures that you're excited about for Alien Core? What else can we
New
show off?
creatures, new creatures. Let's show off one of our new space nymphs.
Yeah.
They're cool.
Oh
So,
yeah.
Pathfinder has nymphs,
All
such as
hail.
dryads, right, which are protectors of various natural phenomenon
That's
and
mother.
regions of space. And so we introduced 3 new types of nymph, which protect asteroids, stars, and this one is a protector of black holes.
Yep. Really
So
mothering the black hole.
they are some of the more the queens, right? There's a lower level version of each and then a queen version of each, and the queens are some of the more powerful creatures in the book, and they are I love the role playing opportunities here. It's like, you're going to a black hole, right? So you got to be high enough level that you're like anywhere near a black hole in the first place, and then you're meeting this like cosmic being. It's pretty cool.
To answer the chat, black holes need protection from
Protection
with
from
her.
who?
He protects them.
Let's show them some dragons.
Yeah,
dragons.
And I mean, lots of people in the chat, I'm sure, have done a campaign where they ran into a black hole and they were like, "Oh no, we don't like this black hole." Well,
Yeah,
now she's
right?
here to be like, "What did you say about my son? Don't say that." So
we have 4 types of alien dragon in Alien Core. So we've already got the classics covered in Pathfinder. You've already got a whole bunch of dragons that you can use in your Starfinder games if you want. And so in Alien Core, we came up with 4 new dragons, one from each magic tradition. And pictured here, we have the host dragon, which is a primal dragon that it has, well, let's just say it has an ability that is literally called covered in bugs. And it is also full of bugs, and it can shoot a breath weapon of bugs, just like to bite its foes. Higher level ones can turn into a swarm of bugs.
Watch me get 2 copies of this book and rip out this page from the book when I give it to my GM, so he cannot give me the dragon that is full of bugs, because I will actually cry. I will never do that. I will never rip pages out of a book, but I will be very sad when this full of bugs dragon appears on my table.
And cosmic dragons are a divine dragon that is associated with the cosmic forces sort of underlying the universe, especially like stars and black holes and things like that, which are in our fiction often connected to other planes, right? In our setting, black holes are associated with the void and things like that. So so we've got cosmic dragons that are all about kind of that balance.
Very nice. And we've got some other creatures in here too. We've got some other creatures, and then there's just some other. Isn't there? I can't remember. Rue, can you pull up the one creature with the little tiny arms like this?
tiny arms.
It's
Which one
got
has
those
tiny
little
arms?
tiny. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Like,
so
it looks very
classic.
fearsome, but his little crab arms are like this.
Plenty of classics. This is a Kefak and a Scree Sire. So this is just showcasing that we have creatures of many different levels and suitable for many different environments. We know that, in the broad reaches of space, you're going to not only forests and jungles and whatever, but like completely different alien planets and things like that. And we wanted to have stuff for not just many levels, but also many different kinds of environments, whether the sandy deserts of Akaton or jagged cliffs and caves and things like that, where this Scree Sire would be hunting you down.
There's all kinds of worlds out there, so we
all
had to make
kinds.
all kinds of monsters.
Yeah, and it's not all creepy critters. We have NPCs as well from prominent factions. If we can pull them up, we have here an Aeon Guard Trooper and Hell Knight Armiger. So we've got just I think 5 different factions represented here in the book with a couple different levels worth of just people who, in the case of the Aeon Guards, you're probably going to go punch them. In the case of the Hell Knights, you're also probably going to go punch them.
Right in the face.
But they're not all necessarily villainous, right? And we have other classic creatures that just sparked our interest as creators. I have always been fond of the sapient orbs.
Oh yeah, gotta love a good sapient.
This is a sapient purple orb, which is just like, hey, let's be friends.
And
we also introduced a new type of sapient orb called a sapient green orb, which is like, hey, we're definitely not going to be friends.
Oh wow!
And there's a bunch of lore about how these orbs have this like interesting relationship with each other, and like never interact with each other, but are clearly like somehow connected.
Immediate enemies.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, demonic damage excited about the green.
And we like to be creepy too. It's we just had Halloween, so we have some creepy classics. If we could show off
the creepy classics.
The Flare Leech, it likes to eat you from the inside and then wear your skin and like walk around and be like, hey, it's
very
me.
Specific to say
it's me, Mike.
Like
and
to do that.
People are like, that's not Mike, that's a Flare Leech, right? If they succeed at their recall knowledge check. So it wears your skin. Does a pretty convincing job too. I think that's not the only creature in this book that does that.
That wears your skin?
Speaking of creepy, we have a new creature that was a totally unexpected
Mike,
design.
you rolled on from that so fast.
Just casually like, oh yeah. Anyway,
hold on a second. So just to clarify for the community, there are multiple creatures in Alien Core that wear your skin specifically.
I don't know. I think we have multiple creatures that fill a cool niche of like
replacing you, like body snatcher.
Like similar kind of things. Some of them are like the gross, like Flare Leech, and some of them are just more like, like there's a robot that is one of the infiltrator robots that like wears a disguise, right?
Okay, so we have many creatures that will pretend to be you. Some of them gross, and some of them less gross. That's the summary of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, tell us about whatever
so
that
is.
A
cool unexpected design from a freelancer where I assigned out saying, hey, we need a humanoid creature that's like a stowaway pack hunter. It stows away on a starship and it hunts in packs and it hunts down the crew and like steals their ship. And I was picturing when I assigned this like a fuzzy like creature for some, like a furry predator guy, like I don't know, like whatever. That's just like what I had in my brain. It was like this little bugbear fuzzy thing, and we got back like putty guy basically who can, like,
he's melted
turn into
and also terrifying
goo and like go inside a crate and then come out of it and like it's got a knife and it.
This is what happens when we have a great idea and the artist makes it even better. Because
the freelancer was like, hey, what if it has like putty abilities? I'm like, yeah, and then send it to the artist and they make it even cooler. And
so cool to see this stuff come to life.
Took off, absolutely.
So they're gonna steal all your ships, by the way. Watch out.
Let's see, what else do we
check all of your crates
here? Oh, speaking of, this is like a big new exciting creation from our creative manager of Starfinder, Jenny Jarzabski.
Okay.
We've got war machines. So these are remotely piloted, massive, kind of robotic things. Although this is a a technology being developed by, if you, I think this is in Galaxy Guide, Algothus deep in space are
Yep.
developing these. They don't want to come out and fight you themselves, right? They're the big mysterious
No.
manipulators from the background. And so they're sending these war machines, remotely piloted, horrifying, massive robot tentacle things.
Way too many tentacles, really.
So Jenny kind of came up with that idea, and we had a freelancer really expand on these and knock them out of the park. And we also have versions of these that are not just the Algothu like biotech ones, but like ones that are being developed to combat them that are more like robot kind of things. So it's very like robots versus giant alien robot things. So,
very nice.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of cool things coming out from this book. This is just really
exciting that's book. Just like some of it, and it's like over 200 stat blocks plus all the creature adjustments that you could apply to these aliens or Pathfinder creatures.
Yeah, like you said, it is they're totally compatible now. So even if you're playing a Pathfinder campaign and you just said, "Whoa, that war machine looks awesome. I want to toss that into my campaign," you literally can. You just straight up can. Now there's no limit to all of the wonderful things from both of the worlds that you could just mix and match and criss and cross and put them into each other. It's pretty exciting. Alrighty, we have reached the end of our segment about Alien Core. So Mike, I'm going to ask you the extra fun question now, especially too, is do you have a spoiler from the book that you would like to give?
From the book?
Yeah, or something.
Sure.
Spoiler that is alien-y related.
I'll say be careful what enemies you kill, because one of them on death will explode like a nuclear bomb.
Nuclear bomb?
Yeah, and its ability literally says it like instantly vaporizes everything within 30 miles. So like
rough. So you cannot just, and I know I'm the kind of person
be
who will
careful.
run and see something scary and kill it, but like can't do that because this one will explode like a nuclear bomb.
Yeah. So like do your research. Don't worry. It's not just like a level 1 creature. It's presumably you'll know what you're coming up against.
It's walking out
your GM. But if your GM is just like, you know what, I'm sick of this game, I want to just like so
toss it in there.
That's my spoiler, is be careful what you fight, I guess. Try RP first. Try role playing, right? Make friends with the oozes and everything, and you'll be fine.
That's good. Honestly, that's a spoiler plus just good advice.
Right.
Generally good advice.
Friendship is magic.
Yes. Well, thank you, Mike. Thank you for telling us all about Alien Core today. Yeah, no problem. Next, we're going to have Alex and Louise talk to you about Monster Core 2 right after this short break. So we'll see you very soon.
Cool.
Survival in a world beset by magic and evil takes more than a lucky roll of the dice. Complete your Pathfinder Core Rulebook collection with Player Core 2, an expansion on character options for the remastered Pathfinder 2nd Edition rule set. Tinker and test out formulas as an alchemist, make keen observations, and get to the heart of the matter as an investigator. Stand strong and ferocious as a barbarian. Take up a holy, or unholy, mantle in service of a deity as a champion. Dance through battle with the grace and bravado of a swashbuckler. Maintain a balance between mind, body, and spirit as a monk. Take hold of the innate magic in your sorceress bloodline. Explore the mysteries of your fate as an oracle. And build even more customized characters with archetypes, ancestries, versatile heritages, and more.
The veil between worlds is thin here. Whatever came through, we need to be careful.
Scanners indicate a large biomass behind that corridor. Likely our target.
Day. Check. Take left. Zamir and Isef. Blank right. Obo and I will come down the center.
Finally! I've been itching for some adventure in this boring old museum.
Hop it around. Ison, what would you like to do?
Blast off into the future with Starfinder 2nd Edition, the newest science fantasy RPG from Paizo Incorporated. Choose from 6 classes. The Magical Mystic, the Charismatic Envoy, the Stealthy Operative, the Heavy-Hitting Soldier, the Cosmic-Powered Solarian, and the Paradoxical Witch Warper. Whether you're looking for a high-tech, high-octane adventure, a lighthearted spacefaring journey through the cosmos, a dystopian cyberpunk city crawl, or delve into the horrors of deep space, Starfinder 2nd Edition is the perfect system and setting for any science fantasy campaign. Starfinder 2nd Edition is built on the same 3-action economy engine as Pathfinder 2nd Edition, making both games mechanically compatible. Crash a starship full of alien threats into your Pathfinder campaign, or send your Pathfinder heroes through space and time to face intergalactic forces. Your options are as limitless as the universe with Starfinder 2nd Edition. Welcome to the next generation of science fantasy gaming.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Paizo Live. I am joined here for our second segment by my good friend and colleague, Luis Loza. Luis, would you like to introduce yourself to the people who might not know you yet?
Hello, I'm Luis Loza. I am rules and lore creative director on the Pathfinder side, and yeah, one of the leads, I guess, of a little book called Monster Core 2 as well.
Yes, indeed. Before we start talking about Monster Core 2, Luis, what games have you been playing lately?
What have I been playing lately? I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals. They put out a Marvel Zombies event for Halloween, and I've been trying to get through that.
Excellent, very thematic, very spooky.
Yes, very spooky, lots of monsters. And I've also been playing this game called Bounty Star. It's like mech themed action game set in a post-apocalyptic like American Southwest, plus a little bit of farming sim in there.
Nice.
You farm and collect things to upgrade your mech, and then you can go out on more bounties and fight things, which is pretty fun.
Excellent. Sounds delightful. So yes, we have invited you here today to talk about Monster Core 2, and we've got a lovely little game for the folks at home to play. But before we do that, Luis, what is Monster Core 2?
Not much. What's the Monster Core 2 with you?
Hey, wait a second.
Monster Core 2 is a follow-up to our remastered Monster Core 1, which grabbed a lot of monsters you might have known from Bestiaries 1 through 3 and got them remastered, as well as adding new additions to the ranks of our wonderful creatures. So Monster Core 2 does that again. We grab a bunch of monsters from Pathfinder 2nd Edition's legacy creatures, get those updated so you can use them with our remastered rules, and then, of course, add new material for you to play with.
Excellent, fantastic. And so I've had this brilliant idea, never before seen ever before. But I thought, what if we got some cool silhouettes of some
Yeah.
monsters from the book, and we put them up on screen, and we try to see if anyone in chat can maybe figure out what monster they are, and we can learn a little bit about the monsters. Does that sound like a good and super original idea?
That sounds really cool, and I look forward to Starfinder in the future, maybe trying that as well.
They should
we
really try that out.
This is how
Yes.
Pathfinder works. We get to do everything first.
Yes, exactly. So yes, here is our first silhouette. I will say already, this silhouette is deeply upsetting to me, and I don't care for it at all. So if you have any ideas what creature this might be, drop them in chat. I'm seeing some very interesting ones. Average toddler, correct?
So
see,
when picking out these monsters for the silhouettes, I try to grab a couple that are returning monsters and a couple that are brand new. So we'll see. Some of these should be easier for people to figure out. I definitely saw quite a few correct answers here. So.
Yes. So I'm assuming that you are not referring to Beedrill. I saw several people say Zebub. Is that what we're dealing with here?
It's a Zebub, yes.
A Zebub. Luis, what is a Zebub? I hate it, actually.
Great. This is a type of devil. We have a variety of different devils existing in hell. And this is known as an accuser devil because it's a messenger. It's a spy. It will go around, infiltrate places, make memories, keep track of what it's seen, and then come back and report things to its higher ups and share what it's known or what it's seen.
Great, awesome. I hate it. How big is it?
It's small, so this halfling sized.
Great, awesome.
Size of an 8-year-old or so.
Cool. Great. I'm thrilled to have learned about this and hope that I never have to learn anything more about it. Is this a new monster or one that we've
This is a remastered devil here. So any of you who missed the Zebub, now it's back in remastered form.
Hooray, fantastic. I'm sick of looking at it. Let us go to our next creature. Yes, marvelous. This one looks more friend-shaped to me. I don't know if that's true, but it looks like it.
It does seem a little nicer upon, just an initial glance, I would say.
We have both Squirtle and Geodude in chat, which honestly feels legit. We'll allow the guesses. There's an emoji that I don't understand.
I get
turtle.
it. I'm too internet brained. I get it.
Oh, I'm not Twitch brained in this way, but I do think I just got it. Luis, is this a Kappa?
This is a Kappa,
okay.
Indeed. Drawing,
there he is. He has such a derpy face.
There he is. What a much nicer fella to run into than a Zebub, I would think. It's a Kappa. He's got a big old bowl in his head holding water, and he wants to hold on to it. So if you know these from mythology, Japanese mythology, here they are. They're a little, more streamlined, a little less weird than that, what they can do in mythology, but they're still a pretty fun fella to add to your game.
Yes, looks delightful. Little derpy, looks like a friend. I think we ran into one of these in an adventure path I played recently that I won't name just in case of spoilers, but I bet you can guess where we might have run into Japanese-inspired monsters, probably.
I don't know.
Let us go to our next friend. Do we have another one? Yes.
This one is definitely friend-shaped, I think.
Definitely. Friend-shaped. Looks kind of, I don't know, maybe a little craggy. Looks like it could be humanoid. I don't know any of the answers.
It's very near and dear to us as a company, actually. So.
Interesting. I'm seeing a bunch of people making Pokemon jokes in chat once again, and I'm going to need you to stop. I understand it was funny, but Golem is a Pokemon. Obviously, it's not what's going on here. Luis, can you tell us what creature this is?
It's actually a Golem.
Oh my god! Wrong. I hate being
my goodness. Hey, in Monster Core 1, you might have noticed there were no golems. There's a big fantasy tradition of having golems of varieties of types, wood golems and clay golems and stuff. But we decided, let's rename those into, guardians and all these other different things and bring the originator of the name Golem, which is drawing from Jewish folklore and mythology. And here it is. And of course, it's close to us because our little mascot is also a golem, so we have stats once again for golems here in our remastered.
Look vigilant, you're back in remastered form.
So
I love this. With a little like scrap of paper there in the mouth. I'm assuming the animating paper there looks like, yeah, very much pulling from the Jewish mythology of the golem and the defender.
yes, exactly.
So that's super exciting. I look forward to seeing my friend the golem in our game. Let's see. Have we got more? Let's do another one.
We got a
Ooh,
few
this
more.
one's-
This one has an effect going on around its head, which is actually making it a little harder to tell what's going on.
It's in the monster protection program, so no one can
Yes,
guess its
yes,
true identity. But we're going to guess it right now on stream.
It looks, looking great. It's in good shape.
I love
Right.
the guess of ghastly. Once again, sort of appropriate.
Never looked thinner.
Yeah. Let's see. Jack Skellington. Yeah, sure. Let's see. Luis, I feel as if you may have given a hint to this one just as soon as you showed up on stream, possibly with your
maybe
your chosen
who knows?
backdrop. if I was going to take a guess here,
Maybe.
anyway, I think we've got some people who got it here in chat, and I think Sweet Threat may have been the one who actually typed it correctly the first time. Though several people were on the right track.
There we go. It's on the cover. It's a Tzitzimidal. This is also drawing from folklore mythology. This is from Mesoamerican mythology. Tzitzimidals, gods of death. They're also, at least in folklore, weirdly tied to like maternity and childbirth.
Okay.
They want to eat the sun, but also protect children. So, hey, we love gargantuan, unholy protector.
God forbid women do anything, I suppose. I love that.
Yes.
I also will tell on myself because I saw the cover image for Monster Core 2 and I went, ooh, Tarbafon is on the cover. And everyone immediately corrected me in chat and said, that's not what's happening here.
Nope. As one of the leads, I got to ask Wayne Reynolds to put stuff on the cover, and this is one of my favorite monsters ever. So I'm like, if I get one chance to ask Wayne to put a monster on the cover, it's gonna be this one.
Why this one? What about this one made you go, I want this one on the cover?
One of the Mesoamerican ties,
Sure.
just cool folklore to draw from, but also just like a big skeleton that looks, wearing like golden a crown and all that stuff. Looks really cool. So I wanted to see what Wayne could do with it, and it turned out awesome. Right?
Yeah, honestly, I can't argue with that. It's just a pretty sick monster to put on the cover. Yeah. Let's see. I think we've got a couple more. So let's go to our next one. This one is interesting.
If you've been reading our blog, you might know who this is.
Well, it looks like sort of over on the left side there's something jellyfish-like, but I'm assuming that the monster is not the shiny jellyfish.
No, that's just one of the monster's friends.
Let's see. Chat appears to be popping off and claiming that this is our good coral boy.
This is our good friend, the coral dragon.
I don't think I've seen it in color. That's awesome.
There you go. One of the 8 new dragons in this book. Coral dragons are one of the 2 new primal dragons. We have cinder dragons, who are based around fire, and of course coral dragons based around water. So they are really cool. They tie their kind of essence to an existing coral reef and protect those. And then of course they're just big scary dragons, so don't want to mess with them.
Although I think, typically we assume big scary dragons will be flying. I'm guessing this one probably does more swimming than flying.
It does a little more swimming than flying, yeah, I would say. But it can still fly, so don't think once you're out of the water, you're safe.
I think there's a film with that tagline at some point, but I can't imagine what.
No.
We'll talk more about dragons in the next segment, I'm sure, so I won't belabor the point on the coral dragon. Let's go to our last silhouette, which looks like it's full of sharp, pointy knives. And honestly, I'm going to beat you all. This is Mankey. This is just a Mankey.
This is a Mankey. We'll see if people recognize this one. This is, I think, the most obscure one in terms of like lore and how many times it's been seen. It is.
Maya says biblically accurate angel. Correct. Vorpal dragon. I like that. I love the sharp boys.
Vorpal dragon's a good thought, but
3 different people have said Rovagug's stabby child in some way. Are they on the right track?
They are on the right track.
Oh my gosh.
So yes,
what the heck?
Volnagor, one of the more major spawn of Rovagug. We feature 2 spawn of Rovagug in the book, and this is a nice, unique level 22 Volnagor the Endsinger, who can constantly emit a cacophony that messes with you, and also can shoot a variety of eye lasers, as we love to do. We love having a monster with eye lasers. This book has a lot of high level creatures, and this isn't even the most powerful one, right? There's a couple of there's a 3-way tie for most powerful creature in terms of level in this. We like having a final boss in a monster core. I'm like, but what if we had 3 final bosses? So,
Mom says I can have 3 final
Yeah.
bosses in my monster core. Wow. Yeah, that I don't know what all's going on there, but that does not look fun to encounter. Thank you all so much for
don't mess with that
participating
guy.
in our little game. Thank you, chat. You're all winners in my heart, and you will all be going home with some fabulous door prizes.
Of course.
And the door prizes, we're going to talk about Monster Core 2. So we know sort of, what Monster Core 2 is. It's our next bestiary book. Can you talk to us about some of the older monsters that got brought forward into this book? What returning fan favorites can the people expect to see here? Ooh.
I grabbed a variety of monsters from bestiary 1, 2, and 3 that maybe hadn't seen an opportunity to be remastered yet. And I also tried my best to, if you have Monster Core 1 and Monster Core 2, you have enough variety in monsters and levels that you always have something that you can summon with all of our summon spells at every rank.
Excellent.
So that grabs a variety of constructs, undead, other things, and then just like a typical animal like the level 3 moose, who
I was gonna say the people love moose.
People love moose, or depending on what side of the battle you are on in Quest for the Frozen Flame, you may not love the moose. Right?
I was gonna say I can't see the moose without remember Quest for the Frozen Flame, and I think your meme along the lines of they don't know about the moose yet.
They don't know about the moose. Yeah, so these are the Green Men, the Valkyrie, Ravener, Moose, and the Dig Widget, who are coming back from previous bestiaries.
That's called did you say that's called a Dig Widget?
It's a Dig Widget, yeah.
That's an adorable name.
I love it. That's why I added him, because I love this guy.
That's so delightful.
But in addition to monsters from previous bestiaries, we also try to remaster monsters from Adventures and Lost Omens books as well, because why not give them the treatment? So depending on what APs and Adventures you've played, you might recognize some of these. That's the Vloriak, which is a Rust Devil.
Yes.
From Rust Henge. The Agamuksa, which is from the Mongi Expanse book, the Gersantian Lion from Monsters of Myth, the Obsididaemon from Stolen Fate, and the Bear Baroka from the Fist of the Ruby Phoenix. So I've had a hand in a lot of these monsters, and just getting a chance to give them even a bigger platform in Monster Core 2 has been fun.
And nice to see it. They've been, really, really promoted to the big leagues here. I love that for them.
They've gone from JV to varsity.
I love that for them. And getting the call up immediately to the major leagues, as we just completely mix our metaphors. What new monsters can we expect in this book? Because it's not all just classic favorites, right?
Yeah. So if we wanted to, we could have just remastered a lot of stuff, but that's no fun. We always want new monsters, so we like adding a variety of different things. So some of these are. You know what? Let me just go in order. Let me tell you about these monsters.
The leafy kitty looks delightful.
Yeah, that's a living topiary. That is a hedge bush come to life. That's a soul rider next to it. It will latch onto souls as they move through the afterlife and eat stuff along the way, kind of like a remora latches onto sharks. Great. They just happen to be gross looking. Speaking of gross, here's a gobmob snake. You might know goblin snakes, but what if we had multiple goblin snakes all at once?
What if we simply didn't do that?
Nope, too late. It's done.
Right.
And the heads all have varying personalities. Sometimes they bicker and stuff. There in the middle is the Swarm Walker. I'm a big fan of a monster you might have known as a worm that walks. And I thought, why not bring something like that back, but make it so it's not just spellcasters that can be made up of a bunch of insects. Ooh. It could be anyone. This is a barbarian you're looking at here. And finally, one of the things I wanted to add was a bunch of high-level elementals to help out in adventure. Right. So there's a slew of elementals that are level 13. And this is the air version. This is called a Destiny Tempest. It's a big air elemental that also can kind of mess with fortune as well. So
Destiny Tempest would also just be a sick band name, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
These are all delightful. I love all of the art. I mean, we say this all the time. I love all of the art in our game. Our artists do a tremendous job.
Yeah.
And just flipping through like our monster books, our bestiaries, our monster cores, and just seeing all the cool art, seeing all the horrifying things players will have to face. It's delightful.
Yeah, for sure. And someone noticed in chat that, hey, wasn't the Living Topiary in first edition? It was. We actually grabbed a lot of first edition monsters as well and brought them to the big leagues as well. Brought in a second edition for the very first time.
That first one is also definitely a Pokemon. I've definitely seen that Pokemon. That's like an unknown Mega Evolution or something.
Yeah. So going from left to right here, we have the Kuribu, which is just a little guardian angel type that pretends to be a statue and will guard a place and hang out frozen in place for as long as needed. Next to that is the Gate Archon, who's got an updated look from its first edition. Like our Archons are a lot weirder, a lot more biblically accurate feel. So
Yeah.
this is a Gate Archon that will defend portals and stuff that they think no one else should have access to these. In the middle, there's an Ash Giant, just a giant that hangs out in the wastes, and maybe very good for like an irradiated wasteland kind of style adventure. That Fae up there is the Larrabee, who loves to play tricks and specifically around water and stuff. What kind of Fae doesn't love to play tricks?
Classic Fae behavior.
But like they like trick ship captains and stuff to like run their ships aground. And fun. And you know, parrot wings theme for the ocean and pirates.
Oh, that's what it is. I thought it was just rainbowy, but you're right. It's parody. That's so cool.
And then finally the Narek, which is just an aberration. And I don't need to tell you much more than that. It's an aberration. It's gross and weird. There you go. Throw it at your players.
That sometimes that's all you need out of a monster. It's going to be gross and weird. Have fun with it.
So it's Monster Core 2. If you haven't gotten it already, it came out a few days ago. So now if you like all of those, you can get it right now.
You can get it right now. Order it from our site. Get it from your favorite local game store. Do you have any favorite creatures in the book that like we haven't talked about yet, or we hit on all your favorites at this point?
Having me pick favorite monsters is really tough, and I don't know if I could do that on the fly. I say as a prepared slide comes up with a lot of monsters that I've already picked, right?
Louis, you're spoiling the magic.
So yeah, I have a variety of I love so many of these monsters, but I did pick out a couple of ones that I like a little bit more than the others. I was talking about high level elementals, and I thought there should be an elemental that is all 6 elements at once.
Oh,
and that is up there in the top left. That's the totem font. It's the highest level elemental of them all, right? It's very powerful. It can use all of its different arms and do different types of damage and stuff, different effects, which is really cool. Right next to that is the Mish Coatl. Coatl that was in first edition and now it's in second edition and was originally in Bestiary 3. It's all about redemption and offering people a chance to stop their evil ways and have a change of heart. And if you say no, well, that's what the flames are for, right? you're done for, right? You get one last opportunity.
There you go.
Down left there is an automaton. I wrote the automaton ancestry in Guns and Gears, and we wanted to have a representation of some automaton stat blocks for people who want to use them in their game. I also really, really like oozes, and like we had plenty of oozes to pick from, but I specifically added a level 0 ooze. That's the little gutter ooze, just like very tiny,
just a little guy.
Among the rules and lore team, we have a thing that we talk about when we add to a book that we call a potato, because we just think it's neat, right? And that's exactly what this is. Is like, I like the little ooze guy. I don't know, he's not very strong, and I don't know if many people are going to need a level 0 ooze for very long in their games, but it's nice to add. And of course, you know, I'm a big fan of the dragons. I worked really hard on the first ones, and I had a hand in helping come up with the dragons we added to Monster Core 2. And this is my favorite of the new bunch, is the Despair Dragon, who's all about inciting fear in people and freaking them out. And of course, you know, something that beautiful. I don't know how it can scare anyone, but you know, it tries.
It's a mystery, I suppose. These are all delightful, wonderful pieces of art. Yes, just fantastic.
Please throw any of these at your players. Please add them to your game.
They'll
ready
all be
to
so
go.
delighted.
Yes.
Yes. Louise, thank you so much. And I want to ply you with a bunch of questions about dragons and things, but I know that is our next segment with you and Eleanor, so I will put pause on that, and I will just say, do you have anything else? Have you perhaps brought us any Paizo Live spoilers today? I know we've talked so much about monsters.
Okay, well, I guess I'd have to come up with something off the top of my head and not have any kind of prepared material.
I'm really springing this on you.
That's not true at all. Hey, you may have missed the announcement. It's not a big one that we've done yet, but Monster Core 2 is getting a token pack for Foundry. And here are, if you looked at the Monster Core 2 book, there's only enough space to fit so much art but Monster Core 2 token pack will have art for all the creatures that don't have art. I included the tiger living topiary because in the entry you can see the other 2 entries, which is a dog and a hippo, and this tiger will be one that you can add to your game if you get this token pack. This is the animated furnace, which I'm very proud of. Just a fun guy to add to your game. And here's a younger Despair Dragon, right? If you wanted to see a baby one,
oh, it's so cute.
Pack. It can't even inflate the little bladder at the end of its tongue to try to deceive you in the darkness. So
poor thing.
You at all. So yeah, have fun with that token pack for all of you Foundry users. Look forward to that.
Excellent, wonderful. The people love the tokens and the token packs.
I love the tokens.
It's true. They're delightful. The Foundry folks do great work. Well, thank you so much for joining us here, Luis. We're going to give you approximately the break time of 1 ad break, and then we're going to drag you back here to talk about dragons. So go run, enjoy yourself for those few minutes, and then we'll be back with Maya and Eleanor to talk about some dragons. Now we bid you all farewell until our next segment. Goodbye, friends.
I was born in the town of Sandpoint. I grew up there, but my memories are anything but happy. You made my life a living hell. But when I struck back against you, I was called a monster and paid for my sins with my life. Fools. I was far from the last to threaten the townsfolk of Sandpoint. Far from the worst of the fates now waiting to strike your town. 7 new dooms wait on your doorstep. And to stop them, your town will need a new band of heroes to save you. Heroes who must be able to solve sinister crimes and untangle frightening mysteries, and who know when the time is right to seek solutions other than battle, and who know that not every monster is an enemy. Heroes who will be able to stand against the supernatural cause of your night horrors, or that can stand against even the strangest and most frightening of foes. But I have my doubts. There are revelations awaiting you that I suspect you might not be able to endure. And when you fail, your town will burn, and you will all, at long last, become burnt offering.
Dragons. It's impossible to ignore our majesty and influence. We were birthed by the gods themselves, and it's clear that our dominance is part of our very being.
Dragons. They're a menace, a blight upon the world. They think themselves the rulers of the world. Tyrants is what they are.
We know that others seek to be more like dragons, if only to get a taste of our abilities. Of course, we are not above sharing the gifts of our draconic influence for the right price.
Yes, a dragon might be able to grant you power, but they remain dangerous nonetheless.
With dragons holding such influence, benevolence, and power, it would be foolish for anyone to stand up against us.
With that much power, dragons can't be trusted. That's why slayers like me have to stand up against them.
For anyone who dares stand against us quickly learns.
As a new slayer, there's one thing you should never forget.
Nothing compares to the might of a dragon.
All right. Alrighty, welcome back everyone, and welcome back Luis as well, and introducing Eleanor to our stream. Yay! Thank you. Eleanor, why don't you introduce yourself as well to anyone who is new jumping into the stream, or just, the world, the internet.
Hello, I'm Eleanor Ferron. I'm a senior developer on the Rules and Lores team, and I was the lead developer on Draconic Codex.
Ooh,
Only for Luis to spoil the whole book on the internet.
Yes, Luis, please introduce yourself, and please include Draconic Codex spoiler in your list of things that you do.
You got to spoil 2 whole monster cores of dragons. Go, please continue, Luis.
Hi, I'm Luis Loza, creative director on the Rules and Lore side for Pathfinder. Spoilers, this book has a table of contents.
Wow,
Awesome.
we're really giving you guys like the
200
complete cutting edge Pathfinder content here. Thank you for reintroducing yourself, Luis, and telling us about that really truly spicy information. We are going to be talking about Draconic Codex, which you all watched that lovely trailer for. So why don't we, for anyone who that was the first time that they were seeing the trailer, why don't you,
Wrong
Eleanor, why don't you tell us what is it? What is Draconic Codex?
Well, it is a codex, which is a precursor to modern books, and it's full of dragons.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. What are some of the things that we can expect in this book? What makes Draconic Codex so awesome? Besides the fact that it's just a book full of dragons, which of course, obviously.
Yeah, what more do you want?
Tell us.
Oh my gosh.
Tell us.
They're just shaking us down out here. Well, a lot of people who pick up Monster Core may notice that dragon stat blocks are so large that we often don't have a whole lot of room to give you any lore about these dragons, because we need to give them another 5 ways for them to chomp or smush or swallow your players.
And slice.
But Draconic Codex has a bit more room to expand upon the lore of these dragons, to let your GM know why the dragons are stomping or slashing or chewing or swallowing your players. And in addition, I do know one thing that people will really enjoy. We have gone the extra mile on art for this book, and we have some Draconic Codex foldouts, which we have a preview of here.
We do.
Look at those.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time we're telling anyone about these.
I think it is. I don't even think we did at PaizoCon or anything.
Actually, long-term actual fans of our blogs will have seen some of the concept art that our star art director Kent Hamilton did for all of these new dragons. Well, we thought it was a shame to just leave that in the cutting room floor as just things we send to reference for other artists to show. Obviously, it's useful for that, but look at how gorgeous all of those are.
Chat
and
is
so
absolutely
we thought
losing their mind for these foldouts right now.
We thought this would be the perfect place to put some of that concept art and show it off, so that you can really get a good look about what these dragons are all about. All the little details that really make them pop to life. And you can even see things like the scale patterns on specific dragons, or the melty boys here.
Melty boys.
Yeah, we have the Fortune Dragon, the Cinder Dragon, and the Resurrection Dragon, which is a little closer to a Resurrection Man than people might be hoping. But
I think all of the main dragons in Monster Core 1 and Monster Core 2 get featured on these foldouts, right?
Yes.
So you get quite a bit of extra fun little stuff that might even, depending on how risky you are to be with your book, might be cool handouts even.
So there's a lot of more dragon information in these books, essentially. What will GMs find useful in these books? What can the GMs look forward to in Draconic Codex?
presumably more dragons to eat their players. I actually, why not we get a little more specific? We have here a picture of the Barrage Dragon, which we showed people at PaizoCon. And I've heard that a rumor that Luis Loza threw one of these up against his players.
No way. Tell us about that.
Why don't you tell us about what happened there with this encounter, Luis?
I decided to run a little one-shot for some friends, and they, as part of it, I'm like, why not add the Barrage Dragon to this? And they had a rough time, but they were able to defeat it, but not before it, I think, hit everybody with a variety of force barrages, because it's cool like that. It, just unleashes a anime mecha level amount of just things flying everywhere that can hit so many people. It was a fun time.
Do you think the youths still know what Macross Plus is?
If not, they should learn again. We will reintroduce it via dragons.
Via dragons? Yeah. The best way to do that.
Toonami isn't on air anymore, I don't think. You said that your players were a little scared to get close to it. Why was that?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because it just has like a constant aura around it. That is, there's a lot of auras with these dragons, and I just don't recommend being inside of any dragon's aura at this point, right? Except maybe the Imperial Dragon. That one's nice, but like, just if you learn that there's a dragon, maybe just keep at least 60 feet away. You're probably doing better off that way.
You need long-range sniper rifles for dragon hunting.
Yeah.
So, your players were terrified of this dragon, but what are some things that players will enjoy about Draconic Codex and some of the other dragons in the book?
Well, I'm gonna guess that they're gonna enjoy the updated list of Draconic patrons and paragons for sorcerers, because that's what everybody keeps asking about.
Oh yeah.
But in addition to dragons, there are also some draconic player options in this book.
Tell us about the draconic player options. Not like too much, but just a little bit. Tell us some little information about the draconic player options. What does that mean for players?
Oh, well, in the trailer, people kind of want to copy dragons because they're so dang cool. And so this gives you a variety of ways to be a copycat going after your idol. You can either, like, some of them will let you try and steal it from dragons. Some of it will let you make pacts with dragons, which is not really a great idea, but people do things that aren't great ideas all the time. And some of them are, maybe you're a cool little kobold and you have a patron that is a mighty dragon, and you've scooped up some of the power from that mighty dragon because you're on Team Dragon there. Go dragons.
I don't. That doesn't give me enough. What if I just want to be a dragon?
Yeah.
You can be a very, very small dragon.
Yeah.
Called a dragonette. Except we're doing a blog on dragonettes a couple of weeks from now, so people are just gonna have to wait to see that blog to know more about being a little dragonette.
Okay, I can wait.
So, are dragonettes some of your favorite dragons, Eleanor, or do you have other favorite dragons from Draconic? Yes. Do you have other?
They are, but we don't have any slides of them. I heard a rumor that Luis Loza's favorite dragon is the adamantine dragon, and I hope it still is, because we did.
Look at it.
Yeah,
we did a lot of artwork with the adamantine dragon. Yeah, I saw a lot of people in chat yelling about dragon eggs.
That's a nose you gotta.
Here's your dragon egg. Here's a dragon egg with a little adamantine hatchling. Look at
it.
You're all so soft and squishy. He hasn't gotten all chunky yet.
I just want to watch him grow up. Be like a
you gotta feed him his breakfast so he's a big boy.
What's his breakfast? What's the adamantine dragon's breakfast?
I think they do like to eat rocks.
Nice.
You could keep one in the shed until your mom catches you. I happen to really like the Whisper Dragon, which showed up in Monster Core 2, which is out now.
Ooh.
So
look at that
you
guy.
should go pick up that book and look at the Whispered Dragon,
Very
which you
sleek,
should
very
have. Yeah, look
streamlined.
at that. Look at that slinky boy.
Yeah.
I really like how he looks.
Yeah.
It's just so long. You know, like those old wooden like snake toys
Yeah,
that
I
you
was
kind of
thinking
like
of those.
squink back and forth. Yeah, he really
Yeah.
reminds me of one of those, or like a little metal chain link thing. These days they're all like 3D printed now.
Yeah, but I remember for some reason I have like a very specific childhood memory of being in like a doctor's office. Do you remember like they had all those toys for children?
Oh yeah, they had toys. I
And I
don't think
feel
I
like
ever.
Little
one of
tracks
mine
that you
had
would
one of
move
those. Yeah, one of mine had one of those little snakes, and that was the first thing I thought of was those little snakes. Yeah,
And like
loving that
they've
one.
got like the whiskers coming back from their heads that
Yeah.
kind of look like broadcasting antennas.
Yeah.
And they're really nosy. And that's kind of what I like about them, because they're gonna stuff all their heads in there, all your business, and snoop.
And Snoop.
And they don't have to be a direct antagonist. They can just go through your garbage.
They're cheesing the
and be
dragon.
really annoying you.
These dragons are all pretty great, and you guys have been writing some blogs about them. What are the blogs that are already out that people can go and look at? What are some of the dragons you've already talked about? If people want more information about those blogs,
Well, I wrote the first few, and those talked about the dragons featured in Monster Core 2.
Nice. Okay.
So you learn about the Cinder Dragon,
nice,
and the Rune Dragon.
Very nice.
And also name drop some of the other ones like the Coral Dragon, and the Phase Dragon, and of course my buddy the Despair Dragon.
Very nice.
So all 8 featured dragons from that are either showcased or at least name dropped in there.
Yeah. So if you guys do want to learn even more about dragons and you're just really can't wait for Draconic Codex, we do have more blogs coming out about your favorite dragons, including the Little Dragonettes, which are not a singing group from the 60s made of dragons, but rather
They could have been.
They could have been.
I don't
need
know
it.
all of the weird cartoons that Hanna-Barbera was putting out during that.
Every time I hear Dragonettes, I can see them, like 3 of them, like basically just the Supremes, but little dragons, like singing with one of them in the front. Oh my goodness gracious, lovely. Okay, all right. Let's see. What else do we have here? Oh, we need to know spoilers. You gotta tell us.
This chat is so spoiled. Our fans are so spoiled, and Luis keeps spoiling them.
We love spoiling
all right.
them.
Well, Luis was already spoiling the book, even though it's not his book, and he had 2 whole monster cores to spoil. He dropped the name of the Executor Dragon. So why don't we put that up on the screen so people can see what Luis is spoiling?
Hey,
like a meanie.
Well, that's it. Let's not tell them anything about it. Now they just know
okay. Cut the commercial.
I mean, we can at least cut to some more dragons. Like, are there other dragons that we wanted to talk about today?
No,
Do we want to show
no,
them?
they're all soiled. The Executor Dragon, it's meant to have kind of a very old-fashioned look. So I brought this medieval dragon from the Getty so you can sort of compare
You were so prepared.
and contrast. That's why it's got the furry complexion.
Oh, I love that.
And kind of like. And it's hard to see from just the preview because it's not as big on our screen, but it's got like this egg in its mouth. And if it cracks open the egg, then the wrath of God falls upon your village and destroys it. So yeah, that's our Executor Dragon.
I'm so sorry, community. Our creatives have this interesting trend of saying really devastating things really casually and just moving on from them.
That's kind of what we do.
Got all the spoiler. Go pick up the book.
Oh my goodness. But we do have other dragons that we wanted to talk about, right? I feel like we didn't even go through all of the slides of the dragons. We're good. We have
fine. You can have one more spoiler.
Yeah. Oh,
Just
okay, yeah.
we
Let's
have the
do
slide
one more
for it.
spoiler. Let's do one more. I knew there was one. Yeah, okay. I was like, I could have sworn there was a dragon with a hat and little wheels on its head, and we didn't talk about the dragon with the hat and the wheels on its head yet. So,
yeah, okay, now this one we're just gonna cut to commercial. I'm not telling you anything more about it.
Officially, that dragon is called the dragon with the hat and the wheels on its head. And we can't wait for you guys to see more about it in the Draconic Codex, which comes out next month. It's like less than a month away.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
less
I'm
than
not
a
going to
month.
say
Well,
anything.
early subscribers will probably be getting their PDF sooner than next month, but it should be hitting the bookstores in December, just in time for Christmas.
Just
Give
in time.
your loved ones the gift of dragons.
Yes, you must. Merry Christmas. More dragons. So thank you for talking to us about Draconic Codex and Monster Core and Alien Core, actually, because after this break, we are going to answer many of your questions in the chat. A lot of the community has been dropping questions in the chat, and some of you may have noticed we didn't answer them. It wasn't because we were ignoring them. It's because our wonderful mods were gathering all of them so that we could answer them now, all together as a Paizo family. So we will leave now for our short little break, and when we get back, we will answer all those burning questions. If you have more questions, add them to the chat. We'll try and answer as many as we can in this amount of time that we have allotted. So we will see you, all of you, back very soon. Very soon, everyone. All right.
You've made names for yourselves as adventurers over the years, yet now it seems adventure has found you instead. Mysterious and magical hero cards have appeared among your belongings. Where did they come from? And what of the strange powers they grant? The brass dwarf protects you from fire and other harmful effects. The empty throne overwhelms your foes with hopelessness and despair. The paladin defends you from harm and protects you from peril. And the rabbit prince lets you strike at foes with great accuracy. But be careful his advice doesn't shatter your blade. There are so many more cards out there to be found. They've been scattered across the world, so now the hunt is on. With each card you gather, your power grows. Before long, you'll use this power to travel to places beyond reality itself. Yet still, the question remains, where have these cards come from? Who could have created them? And for what purpose? And what of the fiendish armies and monstrous foes who gather against you and seek the cards for themselves? You race against time, gathering these treasures before they're used against you. Will your quest lead you to legendary realms and grant the destiny you deserve? Or are you merely pawns, unwittingly serving mysterious forces who watch from afar, waiting for the right time to pluck your futures away? In the end, what chance do adventurers have against those who would steal fate itself?
Welcome back, everyone, to our final segment of Paizo Live, where we're going to answer all of your questions that we've been sneakily gathering in the chat all evening. Here we are. We're all back. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Maya.
Hello. Let's see. Alex, do you want to start these questions off?
I will do so, and I will do so by reminding folks that if you have other questions for our wonderful developers and designers here, please drop them in the chat, and we will grab them if we have time. But I'm going to start by talking to Mike, because I didn't get to talk to Mike, and I didn't get to talk about Starfinder at all. And I want to talk about Starfinder. I mean, I love Pathfinder, don't get me wrong, but I also want to talk about Starfinder. So you talked to us about the aliens that are in Alien Core, and we had Demonic I can say words. Demonic Dem asked if any of the, or if the aliens in Alien Core have more, or I guess maybe different as well, resistances or weaknesses than we might see in Pathfinder.
Resistances and weaknesses. Maybe thinking about how all the different like energy types that characters can get access to with all their like laser guns and freeze rays and things like that. I'd say that the creature design, we're generally on par with Pathfinder in terms of like the numbers and stuff, because the underlying math of the systems is the same. And so the guidelines we gave to our freelancers was like, you're essentially designing creatures compatible with Pathfinder 2nd edition, so they're not going to have super different weaknesses and resistances and things like that. We do have some exceptions though, like robots. You want to zap them, right? You want to zap them with electricity. They often have a big weakness to electricity. And one thing we noticed in the playtest was hardness. This is like getting into nitty gritty mechanical stuff, but like a lot of constructs in Pathfinder will have hardness, but if you hit them hard enough, you can like break through that. Well, we have a lot more ranged attacks that aren't necessarily like big, strong, hitting really hard attacks. And so we wanted to avoid that. We got feedback in the playtest and responded to it by making sure in our alien core that we were not doing that too much. So that kind of thing. I hope that answers that.
Yeah. Hooray for playtesting.
Yay.
And I will ask Luis a Monster Core 2 question that I just want to ask because I love Vigilant. It says here from Loremonger the 13th, is Vigilant attuned to any particular deity or just goodness?
Vigilant's just a nice guy, you know. No, I don't think. Well, last time we started Vigilant up, I think Vigilant was like a CR 25 creature or something back in the 1E days. We'd have to re-examine that with 2E. There's just a lot more we can do with Vigilant, but I would assume that Vigilant is just general cool fella, or attuned to the power of the god of Paizo, whatever that might mean.
Whatever that means.
Delightful. I'm going to ask Eleanor and also, I guess, Luis a dragon question because we love dragons here. Someone in chat asked, was very excited about dragon eggs and wanted to know if we have, and I'm probably going to mispronunciate this word, Arcanicus glands like we had in 1E, or some sort of dragon gland item in the book.
Well, it's not called an Arcanus gland anymore because they're not all arcane dragons. But there's a gland. I can tell you that dragons have glands, and there's even a specific one that replaces the one they're asking about.
Oh wow!
Great, thank you.
Dragons have glands.
Dragons have glands. You heard it here first.
They're very important.
You heard it here first, folks.
Just a lot of good sentences coming out of Paizo.
We're getting the deep lore here.
All kinds. Let's see. Oh, let's ask another alien core question. Let's see. Dokuro Heartfor says, would a hardlight frog still have a sticky tongue? Can hardlight be sticky?
Oh, there's so many ways to answer this question.
We're asking the real questions.
I mean, like, the answer I would give is like, there's one way to find out, right?
Yeah. Gonna get kicked off the channel by Twitch mods.
No, but also like ask your GM. But also, I mean, if it was me, just like, yes, of course, like life finds a way. Okay,
life
finds a way.
Hard light finds a way.
Hard light finds a way.
No, technology is a marvelous thing. I mean, yes, of course it does.
So yes.
Unless your GM doesn't want it to.
The answer is yes.
I mean, from what I've seen of the hard light stat blocks, they have quite a bit of variety. So I'm sure.
All kinds of. There's like a web making spidery one, and like there's all kinds of. That's a good point.
Yeah,
spider frog.
Hard light spider frog, perfect.
Spider.
Print it.
Let's see. Luis, you talked about when we were talking about Monster Core 2 having more high level creatures and enemies. Without too many spoilers, the loss of a prevalent level 25 enemy fairly recently. Can we expect to see more level 25 creatures sort of taking up that mantle of big, scary final boss of a campaign?
Can we expect? Actually, let me look at something real quick here.
Okay.
It's not ominous at all.
I like having access to the PDFs.
Not even slightly
in a way
ominous.
that like, 23, 24, 25. I think 25 was one of those. That's in terms of the game math, a very difficult number to work with because it's just a little beyond what we put for encounter design and whatnot. right? We say, hey, a creature of 4 levels higher than your party is about the cap on that, which is not the case if you're dealing with a level 25 creature. Level 20 is the highest thing, and that, I think who you're referring to, was a very special case. We definitely have several level 24 creatures, 3 of them in fact in Monster Core 2, and we have a lot of very up there creatures as well in Draconic Codex. So I think there isn't going to be
one
one.
they could have been.
I don't know if there's going to be one specific, like, this is your new level 25 creature, but just throw on the elite adjustment to any of these level 24 creatures in your set.
We actually nerfed the Archdragons in Draconic Codex. They are less powerful than they came in.
Wow. Can't
some
believe it. What's
of these.
Galarian come to these days?
Honestly. All right, let's see. So speaking of, we're talking about balancing, and there's another balancing question here from Nezir Schalt about Draconic Codex that I'll ask Eleanor, which is a question about it says, question about the Draconic Codex. I found out about the Vorpal Dragon via a news article, which, fantastic. Love that. Love that our dragons are being talked about in news articles.
Headline, Vorpal Dragon.
Vorpal Dragon. Okay, continue. And I'm greatly concerned about it going to be a balancing nightmare. Any thoughts?
I think it's got a pretty good acrobatics score.
Yeah, it can fly. It's not going to balance on anything. Yeah, but you should... as much as I appreciate that other websites are talking about it, you should read our Paizo blogs, because they gave you the actual deets to your question. The younger Vorpal dragons will slice off your head, but you do not die instantly. Your head is just on the ground, and you can pick it up and put it back on, assuming the dragon doesn't get cheeky and pick up your head first and fly away.
Yeah, I have some questions. About that. I have some follow-up questions. First of all, what? Second of all, why? Third of all, how long do you stay alive?
First of all, like, what? Go back and read the blog. I just told you. Why? Because it's really funny. It's so funny.
If they cut off the head of a sticky hard light frog, then
actually, there is a bit in Draconic Codex where they like to hunt down fey dragons, which include Jabberwocks and Linorms. All of you who have been complaining about the Linorms, well, the Linorms are in this book, but they're mostly getting their heads cut off. The thing about Linorms is that when they die, they curse you. But if you chop off their head and just pick it up and fly away, they don't. So
not dead.
Loophole.
Pro strats, I guess.
Yeah. Pro strats.
Delightful. I will lob a question at Eleanor and Luis, and also anyone else who's flipped through the book. What class option coming up in the Draconic Codex are you most excited for? I guess we can expand that to like items or other things that people can get. Like, what player option are we most excited for?
I'm excited for people to see the pig.
I love the pig. I was also going to actually answer the pig, so that's great.
That is actually not really a good representation of what the option is, but I want people to see the pig. That's what I'll leave it at.
I want them to see the pig.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything besides pig. Even if I had another answer, we're just gonna stick with the pig.
Great. Everybody look out for the pig. I think it's on page 212 or something.
222.
222. I was close.
Nice. I'm looking at it right now. I'm admiring it.
What a delight.
Okay, let's see. We have a lot of questions from you all today. You were very curious, which is good. Let's see. Okay, so Demonic Dem has another question for you, Mike, about Alien Core, which is, are there any Lovecraftian creatures?
Ooh. There are
one with the tentacles that came out of its face that also fell off and also had individual mouths.
That is pretty Lovecraftian, isn't it? Yeah. So we're not drawing on like Lovecraft lore specifically, like Cthulhu,
right.
For Starfinder Alien Core, but we do have some returning creatures from a group called the Dominion of the Black, which is in the universe of Pathfinder and Starfinder as this, deep space cosmic horror kind of stuff. So we have a lot of cosmic horror flavored creatures, some old, some new, and they're creepy. They're really creepy.
They're creepy.
We have there's another worm that like goes inside of things, and it's like takes over a host. And yeah, I just remembered another one in the category of things that take you over and pilot you around and stuff. So yeah. Yes, we have that covered. Don't worry.
Love a good worm.
See. Oh, I don't know. I think I would like to at least ask this one about the advice about the dragon eidolons.
Oh yeah, go for it. Sorry, I missed that one.
Yeah. Easy does it. Would also like to know: will there be any updates or advice for dragon eidolons for the summoner class in Draconic Codex? I think that's a fun question.
No, there will
we
not.
don't even have the
Fun
updated
question with
summoner
a not
class to
super fun
update the
answer.
dragon.
The answer is no. But dragon eidolons are cool, so thank you for even talking about that.
But there is a lovely table of how to use the dragons with, like, I think, like the sorcerer bloodline and the Draconic barbarians and all the other fun stuff.
This book is very big. This is among the biggest ones we've had for the Lost Omens, and I feel like we could do like another 2 or 3 books with the amount of content that we couldn't cram into this, right? Like it's just
like,
dragons have such a big dominion.
Yeah, you gotta remember that these books cost money, and we have to cap them.
If you buy enough copies of these books, I will try to convince someone to let us do a second Draconic Codex.
Yes.
Maybe we can do
Yeah, I
more.
think they were saying in the chat, can we have a Draconic Codex too? And it's we
Two
would
dragons,
love
two
to
codex.
first release Draconic Codex 1. But hopefully, if lots of you really enjoy Draconic Codex, then yeah, who knows? Who knows what the
Everyone
future
buy
may
10
hold.
copies, please. You
Yeah,
know what?
I
You
know.
should all hoard Draconic Codex and be like a real living dragon.
Y'all have been falling down on buying 10 copies of our products so we can get more products. Get on that.
Rue said specifically that he wants an ooze codex. Can we have an ooze codex, please?
Yeah,
After Draconic
I'm
Codex.
on it. No, I can't.
I feel like we should make codex
Starfighter
when we
oozes.
have.
I love that.
Starfighter oozes though are so cool. Like
We
the-
have so
like the
many
assemb-
oozes now.
Like the assembly ooze and like the what's the magnetic one? The ferrofluid ooze.
Ferrofluid
Yeah.
ooze.
Like we have so many
And
oozes now. We
there's
could make an
also
ooze
the
codex
little-
if we really wanted
the little
to.
gutter ooze.
Just a little gutter.
Gutter ooze.
Just a little guy.
Oh, that reminds me. You said that was like your potato. It's like, it's cool. I don't know if anyone's going to use that. Mine in Alien Core is also an ooze.
Yeah.
Nice.
much higher level. It's like the opposite of your
Do
ooze.
we
It's
get to
funny.
have an actual potato ooze? It's just a potato somebody left in the cupboard too
Oh
long?
no, gross.
Potato elemental.
This melted moldy potato
Ugh,
from
gross.
being in there. It's already so gross. Somehow this is on par gross with the Despair Dragon. I don't know why. But it is. Alrighty. So
The
that's
spoiled food
honestly all we have for Paizo Live
Yeah.
this November. We've been talking about dragons, we've been talking about monsters, we've been talking about silhouetted grippers, we've been talking about ooze. We've been having a really lovely Paizo Live with all of you guys today, and we really hope that you will check out all of these books, 2 of which are already out. Alien Core, go check out Alien Core. Add some aliens into your Starfinder games and your Pathfinder games because they are compatible now.
Yes.
Also, we've got Monster Core 2, also already out. Check that out. More monsters, more creepy
Yes.
crawlies. Who
Add 'em
doesn't
to
want
your
to add those
Pathfinder
to their
game and your
game?
Starfinder game.
Yeah,
Yes.
Pathfinder and Starfinder. It's great. And then next month, we have, of course, the Draconic Codex coming out. So please also look out for more blogs about dragons. I think there's a week in November where every day there is a blog about dragons.
Hooray!
Nice.
It's dragons. It's like we got space
Dragon Week?
dragons.
We should
we
do
got,
like a Dragon Week every year, like Discovery Channel does Shark Week.
Yeah, we should, honestly.
Dragon
We really should. Like, because I think there's even something going. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are wondering what the heck is going on with these dragons as far as organized play. Are any of these dragons sanctioned? You will find out very soon. We will have more. We will have more information about how these dragons are being integrated into organized play for you as well. So please look out for that information too. You can follow our social media for that information. We'll let you know when those blogs are coming out. And that is it. So thank you all for joining us this Paizo Life. We've had a lot of fun. We hope you check out these books. We hope you enjoy the rest of your spooky season, and we will see you on the internet.
And also at PAX Unplugged. Bye.
Oh, and also at PAX Unplugged. Oh yeah, we're going to PAX Unplugged. Go to PAX Unplugged.
And also buy 5 copies of Monster Match, where you can date a dragon and an ooze, which is relevant to this Paizo Live.
Yeah.
If you want to check out Monster Match, we will actually also be demoing it at PAX Unplugged. So if you're in Philadelphia, come play Monster Match with us, come play Starfinder Infinity Deck with us, and Pathfinder Quest, and even more Pathfinder and Starfinder Society. We're just playing more games. So
we're just playing games. Yes.
We'll see you on the internet. We'll see you in Philly. Enjoy your campaigns, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.